Hi to everyone. Today we are going to start another vodcast series, Toastcast vodcast series presented to you by District 82 PR team. Today we have another charismatic, stylish personality who is very handsome among girls. So today we have Toastmaster Ravindu Amendra. Hi Toastmaster Ravindu. In Sinhala style, I won. So yes, today we are going to have a good discussion with him about the skills we gain through Toastmasters and why not to monetize them. So, Toastmaster Ravindu, before that, I would like to ask, we all know that you are a humorous champion and a trainer and a stand-up comedian. So, what else?
So, what I need to tell you that all the three titles that you told now a few seconds before, I gained everything through Toastmasters. I remember in 2017, when I first started, I was a speech crafter. So for the people who are not aware about speech crafter, it's like the mini version of the Toastmasters that you will be doing it for 10 weeks program. So the fun fact there was, I was my home club, conducted by DTM Moditha Sendanayaka. Okay. I remember in 2017, I gave him a call by looking at a brochure. Because 2-3 weeks back, I saw Dalanchi Hettiarasi's speech, and I thought actually he's a black American. To see that, his name is that, I'm like, fine, okay, I also want to become someone like this. Then I saw this, they say, if you need something from your bottom of your heart, the whole world conspires you. Then I got this particular brochure, and it says, you want to become a better speaker, join Horana Toastmasters Club, Speechcraft. My first feeling was, I thought that Toastmasters is only for Colombo people. So I'm from Horana, so I was like, really? And then I called him and he said yeah, this is 12,000. Honestly, I didn't have that money. Then what happened? I skipped that one. I'll tell you. For me, it was all about how to control my speaking. I didn't have much of stage fright. However, I didn't know where to stop and where to start.
Of course.
And I was doing these projects and all these things. Every time when I go to a project, I was not prepared. I'll tell you, this is not a good advice for the new Toastmasters. You should be prepared. But I was not prepared any time. And there was this one Toastmaster called Tusita Witanagi, I should remind her. She was the president by that time. She was the vice president. Yeah, she was the president of that club by that time. After 4th session, I believe it was how to use your voice. She asked me, come here. And she said, Ravindu, show me your speech book. I said, what book? What is that? And then she said, she took out a book and she turning the pages this is my speeches.
Oh.
I'm like, wow, you write the speeches. And then she said me this, changed my life forever. She said, if you don't write your speech, don't come here. Now see, I was anyway basically a broken guy financially as well. Came here to gain my confidence. Thought that I had confidence. And she comes and tell me don't come here. That hit me hard. But thanks to that, from that day onwards, I started writing speeches like crazy. Now when someone comes to me and asks what should I do first? Give me a speech.
Of course.
If not, I'm not going to work with you. That built, and then after 1 year, I took another 1 year break, and then I started contesting. People started to see the effort. What I always believe is that it's not the result that makes you perfect, it's the effort. In Toastmasters, they teach you how to put the effort. If you put your effort properly, it'll be recognized. I'm telling it to you, it's the effort. If you're thinking about the result and about the success, you will not be recognized. But your effort is what matters. Therefore, I worked hard for that. this was the time I didn't know much of the word term corporate trainer. Modita Sendanayaka, DTM Modi Sendanayaka, he's the he's my godfather of Toastmasters. So he was a corporate trainer by that time. I asked him how to become a trainer because I was a teacher.
Yes.
I want to become a trainer. He said there are so many things. That is when he introduced me to this the trainer program and all these things.
In Toastmasters?
No. By that time, the speaker to trainer was not introduced by that time. No? Okay. I'm telling you, this is way old, 2018, 19. Right. You make me feel old. So then I joined that one, became a trainer. And I kept working on my speeches. This is where I should remind my first two main mentors. I was working alone with my speeches, writing it, doing my own articulation, reading books. So the 2019 first international speech contest started. I did a speech.
Okay.
And I told you DTM Minister level was so he was also there.
As a contestant?
Let me tell it, right?
Okay.
So I directly went to him hi sir, you remember me? Yeah, Ravindu. He said, I can't speak you. Now in Toastmasters term, if you are in a contest, if someone tells you, I can't speak with you, means you know what I mean. Right? So after the contest I did it, I didn't win the first place.
Okay.
I won the second place. Because before me there was a speaker called, I should remind the name, Dinet Mudalige. Man, he was amazing orator. That he uses all these triads, analogies, all these things. I was nowhere. It was all about the effort.
Yeah,
right? This tall, long-bearded gentleman came to me and said, he really said, there's something in you, I can help you. So this is where the interesting story starts. Okay? So he asked me, if you can send me your script by tonight, and if you can come Colombo tomorrow by 6 p.m, I'll coach you.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, this is 2019, March 30th. He asked me to come on the next day. First thing came to my mind was, Mayanta, this is, I'm telling to the whoever who is listening to this. By that time, I never knew that Toastmasters mentoring is free. I typed my speech, sent to him, and he replied me, okay, good to go. I revised this speech. Before you come tomorrow by 6 p.m, practice the speech and come, because we have a district finalist who doesn't like to waste his time.
Okay.
Fine. I went to, so we met at for the first time the Vihara Mahadevi Park. So 6 p.m. I went there. Slight drizzle. 6:30 he was not there. 7 he was not there. 7:30 he was not there. Proved me sometimes you have to wait for things even you are not someone else. They came around 7:45. They asked me to do the speech. The tall gentleman said, if you want to really win this contest, you have to change this a lot. And the other gentleman came. He came by the bike, stopped the bike. The heroes come. He came, he looked like this. I'm getting late, I'm going. Try it next time. That's it, he said. He said, if you can come tomorrow again to my office in Kalpiti, we'll work on you again. Now in my mind, it's working. Now I spent around, by that time country was okay, 300 rupees to come and go. Okay, now tomorrow also I need to come. Are you going to give me money now? I am thinking, back of my mind, Mayanta, how much of amount they will tell. I went to the office next day, and then this tall gentleman took me through a document called International Speech Contest Ballot.
Yes.
He said, if you want to win, you need to first know how to crack the ballot. And he was going through it. And the other gentleman also came. He was generous enough me to provide me tea and some cookies. He said, fine, you speak to the ballad, but you need to speak to the hearts as well. You need to add some humor. So they worked together. They were now giving changing my speech 360 man. I was like, yes, I'm gonna win this one. I'll be the world champion of public speaking in my first go.
Okay.
And they finished everything. It was around 7:30 p.m. They said okay, fine, we are done for the day today. I was now stoned because I am now expecting this is our charge.
Okay.
You know what I did? So the office was like this. The washroom was next to that. I said, can I use the washroom a bit? I went to the washroom, took out my wallet, counted money. There was only 700 rupees.
Okay.
So I was thinking, my God, what if they give a big bill? I can't give it. I asked that the other gentleman, I said who is the actor kind of his swag. So I asked sir, how much of money do I need to pay for it? Because this was so alien for me, Mayanta. No one has approached to me and helped me ever.
So for a countryman like me and you, it is very rare.
Yeah, I know. People come and ask us can you, hey, come, we'll help you.
Yes.
That was not the life that I used to live.
Of course, yeah.
Right? And they were like, come, offer tea. They spend their time. I'm like, it's he told me this one thing. He said, one day, Ravindu, there will be a person like you who comes to you and asks you the same question. Just help him. Toastmasters is all about friends, helping friends. Remember, we are not doing this for any money. It's all about the growth of people. That hit me hard, Mayanta. So the tall gentleman's name is distinguished Toastmaster Hisham Yasir.
Okay.
And the other gentleman I told you, the guy with the swag, one of the greatest humorous speakers I've ever met in my life. I believe he would win a contest one day. That is Toastmaster Usman Jaufer.
Wow.
You know the beauty of it? I'm just a Buddhist guy. This one is, from another religion. This one is from another religion. And they were so much financially established than me. But they were generous enough to help me. So I became the speaker. And then after that contest, I became the division 3rd place with giants like Ravindu Amendra, Ravindu Amendra. It was a wonderful contest. So just after the contest, Mayanta, they came. They came and I remember this was after the East attack.
Okay.
So he brought me a gift for the first time. So that was the first gift that I got from someone else. So it was copper water bottle. I still have it. And he said, Ravindu, hereafter for your area contest level and division level, we will not be there. You first now go and contest for the humorous speech contest. By that time, I thought I'm only international speech contest material, which I was not.
We'll wait for the future.
So he said, compete in humor. I was no, I will do no. One day you will understand, how much humor will help you in your craft, in the speech and in life. I went and did the speech, and then I kept learning about humorous speeches. And then I learned the art of using humor. This is where I won for the first time in a club in a humorous speech contest.
Okay.
And then in the area level, I won the first place. And when we went to the division level, thinking that this time I'm going to win the first place. I forgot the speech at the division stage.
Is the division stage even?
Yeah, it's a division stage, Center for Banking Studies. I forgot the speech.
Okay.
And I did the speech, which came to my mind, utter flop.
Okay.
You feel like your soul sinking. That is the feeling that you get. But people were clapping. And then I couldn't place in that contest. And in 2020 came. So 4 years back, the corona came and whole online speaking came to the limelight. I was against it. I was telling what is this?
You don't feel the speeches when you're doing it.
Yeah. I was against it, but now it has changed a lot. People change, our concepts change. We have to evolve with what is there. And there came the international speech contest season. Club I won, area I won, division again flopped. Then humorous speech contest season came. There, the whole, I learned the art of using the camera and all these things. It worked well. Eventually, I went on to win the humorous speech contest district championship in 2021.
Okay.
After that, I got so much of opportunities because people have seen the potential inside me apart from Toastmasters. This is a place that I should remind my now working mentor and my boss, Toastmasters Sandun Fernando. He is a dual champion of evaluation and also impromptu speaking in District 82 when India was also with us.
Yeah, okay.
And now he's the world champion of impromptu speaking as well. Just after the contest, I won the district humorous contest. He called me. You know what he said? He said, I've been observing you for the last 3 years.
Okay.
I see your effort. I believe that you can put this effort to my company as well. Come and work with me.
Sure.
So this is what I need to tell you. I always say it is not the success, it's your effort. Someone will see the effort. And you never know who will come and recognize that effort. And your whole life will be changed. That is how I became a proper trainer. This is when I met my one of my best friends in Toastmasters, Shabri Samu. He loved my speeches, humorous speeches, no matter whatever he says. That's a humorous speech, bro. Come on.
Even now we see on Facebook he's giving a long comment about it.
Yes. He said you should try stand-up comedy.
Okay.
Right? This is when I said, no, bro, I can't do it. Humorous speaking and stand-up comedy are two different things. In 2022, November, he introduced me to a place called Colombo Comedy Central. I mean, by that time, I knew what is it. Yeah. And there was this gentleman called Hasalaka Tushara. He is the king of stand-up comedy in Sri Lanka at the moment. Great memory, great artist. And then in 2023, January 7th, I did my first stand-up comedy they have an open mic. There I did it. It became an instant hit.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
The point that I want to bring out here, after I did my particular skit, Hasalaka Tushara came to me and asked, are you a Toastmaster?
Okay.
I was surprised,
how did you know?
How do you know that? So to see that, Mayanta, there is a concept, there is an idea within people who knows Toastmasters. If you are a Toastmaster, you are a good communicator. For all the newcomers who are looking here, if you think why am I doing this one? The training that you get from Toastmasters can take you somewhere else, which is I am coming. He said I saw the way that how you use your body language, how you use your storytelling and all these things. Obvious. No, this is the word he said. A normal person cannot come and deliver something like this. You have to be somewhat trained. I said, I am a Toastmaster. And my friend Satish Nadesan, he's now one of my best friends. He said, he is the humorous speech contest champion. Come. Next month, I was put into a paid stand-up comedy, and we started, and there's no stop there.
Okay.
So that is how I transitioned from from no one to from a person who hold the lights to a speaker, to a trainer, to a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a whole story.
So that is a story from zero to hero and yet more to go. But Toastmaster Ravindu, I have another question. So this is about transforming yourself to another level. So we all know Toastmasters helps you for free most of the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean about the payment we are doing for the Toastmasters, but yet
You get so much of in return from
of
that
course
one.
the
Yeah.
ROI, the
Yeah.
return on investment is
Yeah.
so higher than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, is it not a sin to monetize your skills?
Okay, that's a very interesting question, Mayanta.
Okay.
I'll tell you, whoever I am today is because of Toastmasters. Toastmasters saved my life. I told 1% of my story. I should remind at this point, distinguished Toastmaster Farhas Farooq, distinguished Toastmaster Hinston Lovell that I mentioned, distinguished Toastmaster Nizal Veerakon. There are people who just self-help me. Why I tell Toastmasters saved me, if it wasn't for Toastmasters, I don't believe that I am sitting with you like this and having a conversation like this and you're asking me this question.
Of course.
So, is it a sin to monetize? Let me rephrase it in a way. How can we reframe and restructure ourselves from a Toastmaster to someone who get paid for what you speak?
Of course. Of course. I don't think you didn't misunderstand.
No, not at all. For all the newcomers, I believe, I'm telling this, listening to this, if you are worried about, or else I believe that by this time it's the payment is $60.
Most of the people talk about that a lot.
Yeah. So basically, per year it's $120. Roughly, it's around 35 to 40,000. Let's say, right?
40,000.
There was a time when I started in 2018. The whole Toastmasters payment plus my registration fee was 11,000 rupees. I was struggling to pay that as well. I was always, I would not say famous, Mayanta. Any Toastmaster who is now watching this now, if you are paying your Toastmasters membership at the last day, last minute, March 31st or September 30th, I've been there. Your membership, VP membership calls you, your president calls you and asks, what's happening with the membership? They know that you are potential, but still you are not so comfortable to share that, I've been there. I'm sure most of the members who are there might be facing that, especially newcomers, especially university students who just joined the work. And paying 11,000 and then it was around 8,000 the membership fee, $45. I'm telling before the country was in a chaos. Yes. That was huge thing for me, Mayanta. But now I must tell how Toastmasters transform me from that person to the person who I am. I get paid for speaking. Plus, I have selected 5 people in District 82 in some clubs, which I don't want to remind or mention them, that I pay for them.
Okay.
So what I need to tell you is if you work on yourself, you are not only working for yourself, you are working for someone else that who is struggling like you struggle. So work hard, monetize yourself, add value to your whatever the skill that you have, that you gain from Toastmasters. Because one day, the more you work hard, someone else who join at their most difficult part, you can be that helping hand. Because Toastmasters is friends helping friends.
Of course.
So the simple answer is, directly answer, it's not a sin. Actually, it's kind of a skill that you develop. You never know who you will be helping after that.
Indeed.
I know the pain of not having money to even to pay for a conference. I know the pain of not having money to even to go to your own contest. I know the pain of if you are a gent. I don't know about the ladies. How much of money that you spend to for your blazer.
Very
I
relatable.
know that. So if you work hard for yourself by incorporating all the skills, you can at least help someone else.
Okay.
So it is not a sin to monetize. It's like you gain a skill and then you give it back.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, Toastmaster Ravindu, so I asked this question to have a basic idea about what is your idea. So, another thing I feel like is if we monetize this, we give a value to the professionals who is learning, who is putting their hard work on some skills, and also we are making a platform people to survive through public speaking.
Correct.
So, what do you think about that?
That is a very interesting question, Mayanta. You remember the story that I told you about Hasalaka Tushara?
Yes.
I wouldn't have recognized that well if I wasn't a Toastmaster. Right? So, whenever you are working, the skill set that you get as a leader, as a speaker, you can directly add it into your working place. I'm a corporate trainer. So, from the feedback that I get from my clients, they are so convinced because they see a difference.
Of course.
So, for example, let's say we have our own ways of structuring speeches and all these things. When it get instilled to your body, Mayanta, after a while, even when you just speak with someone else, it makes sense. Right? So before this podcast also, I sat with someone else, that lady was speaking so much of sense. I mean, that showed how much Toastmasters had groomed her.
Indeed.
This shows, I know you. I remember it was in 2022 or 21. I came to a club contest of KD Toastmasters Club. He was just the sergeant usher. Not even the sergeant at arms, okay? He came and he had this mustache. He didn't have and then he escorted me to the room. Man, see, where are you now? Right? So it adds values. They recognize your effort. They see your effort, right? You are now, I believe that you are working for some media companies. You know how it had value. You remember in 2021, I believe it is in September, the Mayanta Varnakulu Surya and 2024 Mayanta. I can see a huge difference.
Okay.
I believe that you were hired for that particular media channel as well because you are a Toastmaster.
Indeed.
So the skills that you get, you can add value for the person that you are working for as well.
Yeah, that's a good answer. So, Toastmaster Ravindu, another question for you. This is not maybe a question. So, what do you think about if just a profession comes to Toastmasters and if he's seeking for some skills? People might think Toastmasters are so much articulating through body language and voice variations, but still, through coming to Toastmasters, is there specials that they can gain through this more than just speaking and developing and become a speaker or following a specific pathway and gaining through this? What is the difference and why is it important to people?
Right. Okay, so Toastmasters is not just you are going onto the stage and speaking. You especially have a learning material. That is we call pathways learning experience. So for the professionals who are watching this one, who are yet to join Toastmasters, thinking what is it in for me, you can tell us, you can tell whoever the club that you are, whatever the club that you are joining, this is my requirement, right? That is my requirement, and there are tailor-made pathways for that one. For example, if you want to improve my profession, trainer, my first pathway was effective coaching. The amount of, I'm telling you, I have followed some other professional coaching and training diplomas and advanced diplomas. And if you see the content there and the content here, sometimes I feel some knowledge and the skills that I get from here in effective coaching pathway is far more higher than that.
Exactly. I also agree with that because I followed the same pathway.
Right.
Yes.
So that is how I became a trainer, using that one. And if you want to learn about the leadership management, negotiation skills, you get these for free by paying only your membership fee. I should again remind distinguished Toastmaster Hinston Lovell. That gentleman, take it so serious. He uses all his pathways, skills and everything very well. So if you are using a pathway, if you are thinking what is it in for me, you can have your own tailor-made program for that. If you're having a problem with your negotiation skills, we have a program for that. If you have a problem with your using your humor, we have a program called Engaging Humor. If you have something like, especially university students, like doing your Viva and everything, you have presentation mastery.
Yes.
Because this can add value. And the value that you get is immense. It's just you stick here for a while. This is the point that I need to remind one good advice that I got from one of the veteran Toastmasters and also past district director, distinguished Toastmaster Samin M. Salim. At the initial stage of my Toastmasters, he said me one thing. He was actually the Pathways, one of the Pathways coordinators, plus also someone who helped to bring Pathways to Sri Lanka and promoted Pathways among Toastmasters. He said, Ravindu, if you want to get the full benefit of Toastmasters, by hook or crook, stay here for 3 years. Good things never happen fast.
Great things take time.
Obviously. And you might get frustrated. You might get disappointed. You might feel like, you are not recognized. You might feel like, you are a loser. You might feel like, why am I here? Just trust what you are doing. Because end of the day, it's not the success, it's the effort that you put.
Okay, so when I heard the story of Toastmaster Ravindu Amendra, I feel so related without the achievements and trainer part, but the beginning part I feel so related. So I think most of the new Toastmasters here, you will feel like this is your story also. But Toastmaster Ravindu, this is maybe my final question to you. If there's a gentleman or a lady watching this program on YouTube or any social media and feel like, I have the charisma, I have the potential, I have to become a good speaker, but yet I don't know how to. So on behalf of Toastmasters, we spoke a lot. But when it comes to a trainer, speaker, whatever the professions you are doing that supports you, what is that profound advice you have to give to them who is watching? How to make their lives from zero to hero? What is your answer for that?
Okay. There will be points that you feel like you are lost and you are done in life. Where you might even question the God. Why are you doing this to me? I'll tell a quick story to give the whole answer out of it, Mayanta. This was in 2020 end plus 2021. There was a program called Ignite that was organized by District 82, back then the district director, Distinguished Toastmaster Nurul Munawara. I get a call in 2020 December from Distinguished Toastmaster Jeevana. Said like, hey, I want you to become the contest management chair.
Okay.
I said yes, without knowing the gravity of it. To see that we were managing around 1,000 plus students from different age groups, doing the whole contest online, and the final one happened in the physically at Galadari.
Okay.
I just said yes. Because I said yes, I didn't want to say any of the excuses, because now I said yes.
Yes.
But I tell to any new Toastmaster who is yet to join, say yes without thinking twice. And after saying yes, don't think twice.
It is your responsibility already.
Say yes without thinking twice. And when you say yes, don't think twice. Once you said yes, you're there. Right.
Quote by Toastmaster Ravindu Amendra.
So, fast forward, I did it with a lot of problems. The big problem comes, the grand finale. I believe I have a lot of problems with grand finales.
So related to your life.
So this happened during the Corona peak. Okay, somehow the Nurul Munawara madam had taken the permission to have it. So I did so much of work. Distinguished Toastmaster Jeevana felt like he did a good job. Ravindu, you be the MC. of that talk.
Okay.
I thought that's fine. I have to do is like, in the finale, do this MC part. I love that. With another Toastmaster called Toastmaster Nepa Vikramasinghe from Hilt Capital Toastmasters Club. Wonderful speaker and a good person, media personality as well. So here's the problem, Mayanta, I told you. They were live broadcasting this event in a particular TV channel.
The pressure is there.
Pressure is there obviously when you are live. That's a different thing. The pressure comes in this story. By that time, Horana to Colombo 60 rupees.
Okay.
Colombo to Horana 60 rupees. 120 is the minimum that I can go and perform.
Okay.
I was so broke with Corona and everything. Found somehow 110 rupees. 10 I will manage somehow. What is the biggest problem, brother, when it's come to a gentleman in a Toastmasters if you are the MC?
Obviously, the suit.
The suit. I didn't have a blazer.
Okay.
Now what to do? Saturday night, I went for the practices. Came home around 11:30. Next day, 6 p.m. I have to go to that place. No blazer. I will be broadcasted on a TV. And all the other ladies, and they were like, in the WhatsApp group, they were like, I'll be wearing this, I'll be wearing. I'm like thinking, I'm the MC. I don't have a blazer. Dude, what am I supposed to do? I said yes. So I can't say no for this one. I made few calls, no one answered by this time because that is the time that people go to sleep. Again, I am telling you, if you need something by your heart, and if you work hard for it, the whole world will conspire. I just took a call to a person who is hiring blazers in our hometown. He never answers the phones after 11. He has his own other work after that. 2 rings he picked up.
Okay.
And I said, hey, can you please do me a help? Can I get a blazer? I have a blazer, a check blazer that was very famous by that time. He said, I'll give you. But there's a problem. I'm going Kataragama next day. So what I can do is, I'll keep it at my garage. I'll keep the garage door a bit close. You come and take it. I said, I don't have money. Fine, you can give it for later.
Okay.
So to that place, I walked around 2.5 kilometers, took it. Now I know that I have the blazer with me. I'm going to nail it. So the moral of the story that I need to tell is, I had so many reasons to lie. I had so many reasons to say no. I had so many reasons to excuse for that particular event, Mayanta. Valid reasons. But the thing is when you're going through problems, sometimes world does not know what's happening inside you. If you said yes, say yes. Do it, please.
Of course.
So anyone who is listening, this story can be yours. Maybe your story might be worse than me. Say yes without thinking twice. And don't think twice once you say yes. That's it.
Yes, that is a great message which feels to my heart even. So don't think twice before you say yes, and don't
think twice after you say yes as well.
Okay. So that is a great quote by to be great Toastmaster Ravindu Amendra. So yes, when there's dedication, hard working in a person, there's nothing can stop you from being successful. And now we are very clear, it is a must to learn things, it is a must to become a great person and monetize it. That will be something helpful to everyone who is willing to come to this stage or to this place and become great leaders in the future. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravindu.
Thank you so much, it's my pleasure.
It was a great podcast, and we hope you all enjoyed the program. So yes, stay tuned. We are coming with more podcasts for you. We are District 82 PR team. I'm Mayantha Varnakulasuriya.